Then we need to tune into meditative oneness, combine our energies and impact the fundamental fractal structure of the planet Earth, right? So I don't know, probably you are very familiar with the meditation, but people that are very skilled into the meditation, there is an energy connection when people get very advanced, if you will, right? So what we've been doing in trainings for a long year, and especially with the ESP cards, and when they first start to see the same, there is a first connection, but that connection grows in time as the energy develops, right? So those small groups are actually very, very needed at this time, and we have the Asians actually to see it. This is from Dambula temple in Sri Lanka. This is the, how should I say, one of the intact, how should I say, depictions of the Lemurian citizens. You can see with the uniforms. So those uniforms actually were the same as they were actually wearing at the time, and those plates that you are seeing are actually where the chi energy was driven directly, but that's for some other talk. So we can see that Asians were always depicting something that is known as group meditation. As you can see, we found evidence of at least 5 body sizes that were present in the past, and they were all having, as you can see, this is all grown persons, but they are smaller than this one. It's not symbolic. That's how they were, and they all have like a hats above them, because that's where the magnetic field actually it's very strong. It's going into unity, and it's like a wiring here. Let me just see if I can show you. You can see here it's like a wiring. They're all tuning into meditative oneness. They were able to build temples with just psychokinetic force, if you will, without any usage of the physical force, and travel together as a oneness to other dimensions, if you will. But that's not what the NTIs are saying, right? We need to use it for something else. It's a low battery probably, and that is why it's jamming. So you can see all Buddha myth actually is under question. We are seeing a whole race of Buddhas. We are seeing people with long ears, and this thing, believe it or not, this thing is the grown pineal gland. We have seen evidence together with my partner and many other people that we were researching through everywhere around the world, especially in India and Cambodia, Thailand. We have seen that this actually was not how they were born. They were born without this. They were introduced to the Guru, and when actually the Kundalini energy was actually introduced, this evolved, this started to grow. And this is actually what we need to do to understand. We still have it functional to some degree. What's the catch? When a baby borns, right, they take it to hospital and they give that baby a medication so this fontaine or opening to be closed. Does everyone ever think why they are doing that, right? And that actually opening is our 7th chakra, if you will. And if that still stays open, we will be able to use those abilities. When the baby is born, they give a medication. I don't know how they do it in Australia, but I know for Europe, and that medication is to strengthen the bone. On, the doctors. Yes, but they also look. I understand what you're saying. Sorry.
I'm a midwife. There is nothing that is given that will close or fuse the bones in the skull. That is from a human aspect. There is nothing. I'm a midwife, I know.
Okay, what I'm trying to say to you, Judy, right, is that this opening is the same where in the ancient times this grow. Let me just find you again. And it's on thousands of images. I can show you, but that's not the subject of this talk, right? And this grow directly from that opening. And from what I know, they give a medication like a teardrops. I'm talking about Europe. So they close this opening as soon as possible. You know. So I don't know. Okay. They do in my country, in many other countries. So I can prove it to you. I can send you the material if you like, and the whole elaboration if you will. So this is the heart chakra, And this is the chakra that they are referring. That's where we need to make the connection. This is not working anymore. So then we need to learn to create Merkava in our auric field with the purpose that we transfer our consciousness into our light body where the vibration is higher and the energy is far more powerful. I know it's boring, but you have to understand this is the information they are referring to. And you can see that if this is built, it's always the case. Actually, the star tetrahedron consists from 8 tetrahedrons and 1 octahedron in the middle. If people learn to do this, they will be safe from the approaching energy. You can see the octahedron in the middle. Again, the same motif from the tetrahedron. Again, we need to create this. So we are also doing classes for this, not how the Drumvalo is doing, but in many different ways according to the instructions that were generated or extracted from the crop designs, right? And sorry. As you can see, actually, it's all about this tube. Like that person that he was showing that when this navel chakra and his base chakra connect the energy, there is a chi that is manifesting. So that's where actually all starts, right? This needs to grow in this center and then into a sphere that is ball of light, and to move from this to the heart center. This one actually was pronounced like it's a fake. First they say, look, it's 60 people that were creating this, and then more than 110, and afterwards they show just one lady. Sorry?
Sorry, I just need to clarify here. I read a lot about spiritualism.
Okay.
You need to clarify that that awakening of Kundalini is a very, very dangerous thing.
Okay.
Okay? It needs to be done under proper guidance. It needs to be done with the proper instruction of a proper guru. Okay? Because it's a very, very dangerous thing.
Okay.
You need to clarify that.
Look.
And also, furthermore, which is, it's not for every individual, because everything, as you've explained, this is only vehicle. We have our soul. Every soul is in a different path of evolution. Not every soul is on the same plane of evolution.
I understand. Look, I know where you're coming from. I know the whole Indian tradition. We have seen and read a lot of from the, how should I say, best people in the area, right?
You really need to clarify.
Okay.
People will misunderstand.
Look,
people don't go into all these things in detail.
Look, when people mention Kundalini energy, they freak. This is dangerous stuff. We can end up in hospital. No one can help us.
Exactly.
Things will happen that we cannot control. There is no guru around us to take us to keep us safe. So I know the perspective, but that same perspective is blocking the evolution. I will tell you why. Because it simply is like electricity. By mastering the atoms, you can destroy whole planets and worlds. But by proper understanding, you can give light to the whole planet for whole millennia. So the proper understanding of this force is the crucial. There is nothing to be feared about the Kundalini energy. We measure it. I had rise it so many times, personally, and my partner.
Personally, that's what I'm saying. For you, you are on a different level than me, okay?
At the end of the day,
clarify
I know.
to everyone here.
At the end of the day,
if people go from here and they try to do all these freaky experiments with all the meditation and everything, and somebody can get hurt. I'm telling you.
I agree. I agree. But you will also agree that if the information that needs to come to you and you are ready for it will come. And if you are not ready, the nature will just put obstacle and the information will not come to you. So there are many perspectives that you can observe this. In reality, Kundalini energy is just connected with the spinal cord. There is a cerebral fluid inside the spinal cord, which when the Kundalini energy awakes, starts to agitate. as it agitates, when the energy goes up, it moves the cerebral fluid further and further, and as it goes through every chakra, it shifts the consciousness in different ways. But when it, sorry about this. Finish just in 2 minutes. Do I have 2 minutes? Okay, this is the solution actually that they are saying. This needs to be created in our field, and it's the middle sphere of the structure known as flower of life, which consists of 19 spheres, right? And this is the star tetrahedron that they are referring to. So the second last, we need to learn how to create so-called flowers of life structure inside our aura and create powerful shield of energy that will keep us safe from the destructive side of the approaching energy. Okay, so again, create a sphere, project, then they leave a dots where they need, then the structure needs to grow. Again, project the sphere, duplicate. When it's pinned, it creates a vesica Pisces, and there is electrical charge in the middle. From the two of those. Oh, come on. So from this actually, from this two has to be 3, 1, 3, and then project the spheres. From the central one, this one, this one, this one, and another one. Again, the first 7 spheres, the same motif. This needs to grow. I will not bother you with this, but from the central sphere, the first set of sphere needs to complete, then the second one has to begin, and then the third one needs to begin. In order to create this, this is in most common motif in all those crop designs, and it has to be spinned, if you will, right? That's where the energy, they deliver this very close to the power, in order that we understand, in order that we produce electricity, we need to spin the central one, and from there the energy goes into the other one, like I highlighted now. So the same as you can see, it's double petal, that's where the energy needs to grow. So again, you can see then have to be all the 7 sphere needs to be spin, and this one, the Oliver Castle, central one, and then further away.
Countryside,
I don't have time
rational
for this, sorry guys.
explanations aren't quite so easy to come by.
So it's the same seed of life again, seed of life, then rotation, and then you have to progress fractally. You have to learn to do this in your aura. Again, the first 7 spheres, and that's what needs to grow. Again, the second layer of spheres, and then the third one where needs to be put the hit left dots. So it's all there. This is not working anymore. So you can see the first movement, then the second one where needs to grow, and then the third one in order to produce this structure. So this is what they are saying. Via a process known as global meditation, we need to reshape our magnetosphere into flower of life structure in order that Earth magnetosphere becomes compatible with the magnetism of the approaching energy. So this is what it's all about. They are saying that we have the potential to create this stuff into the magnetosphere. So if this shield is right and the vibrational level of humanity is satisfactory, this shield will hold the energy. Energy will go, but it will not destroy the 3D level. If you will, that's the ultimate message that stays for us for thousands of years in every of all those ancient temples. It's all about this, right? If you learn to understand how to do this, right? So again, I have no time for this, but this is, if inverted, you can see what it represents. This will block from the sun, the energy will hit, but this will actually shield it. So, if we understand and if we do this everywhere in the world, in millions and millions, and we start to do this, the water in the oceans will not evaporate. Simple as that. That's their ultimate message, and that's what they have been trying to tell us all those years by delivering the so-called crop circles. So once again in 2002 there was a beware the barriers of false gifts and their broken promises, much pain but still time. There is good out there, we oppose deception, we can do it closing. So we need to co-create a field of energy around our planet in shape of flower of life with a started tetrahedron in its center. All that in order that planet Earth becomes compatible with approaching Nexus energy and to be able to pass smoothly into the new age of Aquarius, if you will. So energy will go, and also we got invitation, but that despite we have different cultures, we are one, and this can be understood when evolution comes to the fourth chakra, if you will, and when north becomes south on the sun. There are different images that you can see, it's always expanding there. And semi-shaped crocodiles is one of the most ancient African symbols, which means unity despite a cultural difference. So like I said, if this shield is on, the sun will still go through the red giant phase, but it will not evaporate. The water in the oceans, in rivers, in lakes, the 3D life will survive. So that's what they are saying, and it's not my makeup, I'm just delivering the message. It's up to you people, whatever you make out of this information, right? So we started a 1 hour Flower of Life planetary meditation worldwide. I have organized a planetary meditation in 2008 where thousands of people were meditating in the same time around the world in order to do this. So time had shortened, but we understand now what they are referring to and what that is smart that we do, right? So let's do it if you like. So we're powerful beings and we can change the outcome. As we can see, we have all potentials, energies if we tune and if we change our waves, right? So this is the solution that they are saying. So for the last, I honor that place in you where the universe resides, and when I'm in that place in me and you are in that place in you, we are one. And that's actually the solution of the equation. Thank you very much for your time, guys.